I done did a lot. You ain't did shit at all. Whipping up a pop, show you how to get it off. I don't really rock.
What up? It's the Chilove Radio Show. Welcome. It's Melanie Monday here on Pop Radio Worldwide. Pop, Prince of Pain, putting people on iHeartRadio and Spotify. I hope your weekend went well. Well, you know this is 2020 and the theme is to do what? Take the mask off. Mask off. So last week we were discussing taking the mask off and getting to know who we are, returning to our original selves, healing from what we need to heal from, addressing whatever issues that we need to address to become who we are ordained to be so that we may be our highest selves. So this week we will be taking one of the main points, which was the first one, which is to look in the mirror. Look at that man, look at that woman in the mirror. That's the first step. And I also would like to give a shout out to those who missed it last week, to Cultural Connections. They were our business of the week for last week. First week of January 2020 here at the Chilove Radio. You can visit them at 400 West 71st Street. It's right on 71st and Stewart. So mask off. Write it plain. You know how they say if you have a vision, to write it down. Write it down and make it plain. Hey to all my Facebook friends and family, love y'all. So, looking at the woman or the man in the mirror. That's our first step. So when you see yourself in the mirror, when you're looking in the mirror, you get to see, what is in order, what is not in order about yourself on a physical note. But you can also tell the state of your well-being through your eyes, through your face. A lot of times what you're feeling on the inside shows on the outside sooner or later. So when you're looking in this mirror and you're giving yourself your physical assessment, are you happy with what you see? Ask yourself that. Do you even recognize yourself? Sometimes when we get so used to carrying a certain type of energy, it actually starts to change our features some. And sometimes you can't even recognize yourself because you have changed just that much. It could be in a positive way or in a negative. But nevertheless, your well-being, your state of being really reflects on the outside. Is it hard for you to look into your own eyes when you look into the mirror? Are you like off Beauty and the Beast, when he had that big castle and all of the mirrors were covered up because he couldn't stand to look himself in his own eyes? And if so, that's a major red flag. That's a major red flag. But it's good, because once you are able to identify something, then you can start to find out what steps need to be taken in order for you to return to yourself, fix the situation, and so forth. So, and then when you're looking in the mirror and you don't see who you know yourself to be, ask yourself, what's going on? What is going on in my life? What has happened in my life that has caused me some sort of trauma? What have I seen? What have I heard? What am I feeding my eyes? What am I feeding my ears? It's the energy around you, or that was around you, however it may go, that has impacted your physical looks now. So what we're going to do is, since we're on earth here and everything is kind of tangible, so, we physical. We are tangible, we physical. So, okay, you're looking at this outside and you're saying, this is some certain things that I might need to change about myself. We always talk about New Year's resolutions. And one of the most common resolutions is like weight loss. So you're looking in the mirror and you're saying, I need to, slim up here, or, however that may go. So, okay, now you figured that out. So we need to now be specific and be detailed and do your own research in pertaining to whatever need it is that you have that you want to improve about yourself. For example, if it is weight loss, do your own due diligence in finding out how you can accomplish this goal. Get paper and pen or use your phone and write it out step by step. So, like we said, we're going to use weight loss as our example for today. Ask yourself, why do I feel like I need to lose weight? Is it because it's something that you feel like you want to do? Or is it because you were always told that you were fat? Or maybe the boys that you like didn't like you because, they like the little model types and you had a little extra on you. What is your motivation for wanting to lose this weight? These are all questions that we must ask ourselves. Do you have the budget to make this happen? Losing weight requires changing your diet and eating healthier. And a lot of people, especially in urban neighborhoods, we don't even have the resources readily available for like a lot of healthy choices. And the healthier foods cost more. And a lot of people are on a budget and they have to get through the whole month, so they can't necessarily afford to eat at Whole Foods for the entire month. So you're going to have to see if you have a budget to meet your goal. And if you don't have a budget, what are some things that you can do to still make the situation happen, still make it happen? What outside resources can you tap into? How creative can you get to still make it happen? Sometimes you have to just start off working with what you have, even if it's a little. So when you're going through that and you going over how you feel about yourself, and you're thinking about the things that people that you know and don't know have told you, for example, about your weight, look at who it is that you're listening to. What is their motive for even telling you that you need to lose weight? Is this somebody that you should even be listening to? Are there triggers for the reason why you are eating like you are? That's going to be something else that you're going to have to tackle within this effort to lose weight. Because if you are having, if certain triggers, when you get upset, you need to eat, then, that's going to be a reoccurring issue. And if there wasn't any outside influence, would you still want to lose the weight? And how much weight would you like to lose? Is professional help required? Do you have a positive support network to help hold you accountable, encourage you, and congratulate you? Then I want you to look ahead. How do you imagine yourself to feel after you have reached your goal weight? How do you expect this to improve your quality of life, of those around you? We'll be right back. I'm going to let that marinate. So continue to stay tuned in to the Chilove Radio Show. Pop Radio Worldwide, iHeartRadio and Spotify Premium. Sponsored by Chilove LLC. And we'll be right back with the continuing steps on how to create your own specified care plan for yourself for your well-being. And I will announce the business and mentor of the week. So stay tuned. Hugs. Love.
Most niggas a fold. I done did a block. Most niggas in told. Winters they be hot. Summers they be cold. Had to sauce it up a lot. Since niggas think I'm on realest story ever told. Bricks on the stove. Got the elbow. Very well.
Hey, thanks for staying tuned in with the Chilove Radio Show, Pop Radio Worldwide, iHeartRadio, and Spotify Premium. So we are talking about mask off. It's 2020. It's time to get it together, people. The first step for creating an individualized care plan, and we're using weight loss since it's kind of a common resolution during the New Year's time as an example. Looking at the whoa man in the mirror. Looking at yourself in the mirror. So we were talking about weight loss and the steps that you can take, the questions to ask yourself, find out, why it is that you would like to make this decision or have this goal. So after you go through all of that, you look at all the possibilities, make you a little pros and cons list. You need to make a sound decision about which direction you're going in. A lot of times we make decisions and we're not looking at both sides, and the outcome sometimes is disappointing, and then it causes more traumas, and here comes some more trouble, So we need to make sure that we're starting to make sound decisions with what it is that we are doing. And we must be willing to face the rewards or the consequences of said decision. So we need to ask ourselves, it's like when you commit a crime, am I willing to do this time? If you're not, maybe you should find something else. If you are, I ain't got nothing to do with that. But I'm just saying, make sure you are willing to go through, stuff that you heard of might happen behind it, and sometimes some surprising things that may come as a consequence or reward for the decision that you have made. So once you are able to say, yes, this is what I want to do, and I'm willing to go through the journey, good or bad. If you want to do something like lose weight, and it sounds like the right thing to do, but you're not all the way in agreement within your own soul, regardless of what anybody else is saying, the agreement within your own soul. When you have those type of situations, perhaps you should seek outside resources, professional help. If you're spiritual or religious, get into that spiritual guidance, which actually, excuse me, that spiritual guidance actually introduces you to your God self and makes you closer to your God self, because ye are gods and also my children. For those who like to read the Bible, it's in Psalms. So in that saying that, you have some power and some control over your life, and a lot of times that is in our decision making. So if you're saying no, you're not sound, you don't have a sound decision, you're not 100% on this, it's okay to pause. It's okay to
tell them again.
It's okay to pause. It's okay to dig in deeper and find out why. What is holding you back from this? And you have the right to change your mind. It's as simple as that. And if it's not going to serve your higher purpose, we can't just keep doing stuff just because time has been moving, and nothing is by coincidence, and everything affects the others like a whole domino effect. So we need to start to focus on things that are going to serve our higher purpose, which in turn will actually help to improve the environment of the world. We can all play a part, even if we just make sure that we, getting our own personal selves together. All that energy transfers. But if you go with, yes, I have made up my mind, I have looked at the pros and the cons, I have done a risk management plan, and a risk management plan is something to where, okay, if the plan does not go according to the way that I said it, and say this happens as a possible accident or surprise or whatever, how can I combat that so that I can still stay on track with my goal? So, for example, I used to look crime before. You're going to do a hit. You're expecting it for it to be successful. I don't know, the police happen to be around the corner. Do you have the bill money? Is your lawyer in line?
Are you ready?
Risk management plan, you know, so you can be covered. So, okay, yes. Let's continue with the plan. So you congratulate yourself, first of all, for making a sound decision, for taking and utilizing the power that you were given over your life, to improve your well-being and your quality of life. And I want you to accept that the goal is a process. Nobody beats us up harder than we beat our own selves. We really don't need any additional abuse from anybody else because we are the hardest on ourselves.
Say that one more again.
We are the hardest on ourselves, and we have to understand.
You said don't nobody beat us up like we beat ourselves.
We beat ourselves up.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I know me personally, can't nobody whoop me like I whoop me. I'll tell you.
You got Instagram, Shy Love Radio. So you got your Pop Radio Instagram sending you a lot of love. You got Mr. 773 Chicago, Carlos Garcia sending you love. You got Chateau Jones sending you many 100s. You know what I'm saying? We love you guys back, man. Here at Pop Radio
indeed.
Worldwide, putting on People Radio, Shy Love Radio Show.
Hugs, y'all. And if you see me in person, open your arms. So yes, so we're talking about moving forward in our lives, doing what we got to do, okay? Accepting that it is a process, not being too hard on ourselves, but at the same time implementing discipline. It's a difference between discipline and abuse. So, keep that in mind and keep an open mind and, understand that for you to have gotten to the point that you are now, you are conditioned this way at this time. And this did not happen overnight. So you are aware that a change needs to be made. So be aware that a reconditioning of the mind must occur as well. And it is a process. It's continuous. But you have to discipline yourself. You have to choose. Choose ye this day where you at with it and what you gonna do. Do little things to motivate yourself. But I want you to be patient with yourself and positive with yourself. Because we need love. We need self-love and we need to love each other more. But we definitely have to start to love ourselves, not in a vain way, but in a healthy way. Sometimes, we're not compassionate with others because we're not compassionate with our own selves. So what we care about somebody else. So we have to start to give this love to ourselves. So, okay. We got that. We're going to make necessary appointments. Hey, Dwayne Hollis, Howie Compton, Willie Ford, Selma, Sean. We're going to make the necessary appointments with the professionals. For example, your doctor, a psychologist, a life coach, a gym, and discuss your goal of, using the example, weight loss. Implement the advice that you're getting from them in addition to doing your own research. Because ultimately, you're going to have to put a plan together that works for you specifically, something that's going to keep you going. And everything don't work for everybody the same way. So, okay, if you have a positive support network, contact them and inform them of your goal. Understand this. Sometimes it will be the people that you would have never guessed will talk down at your goals. But that's your sis. But that's your bro. But they tearing you down before you can even get out there. And that's okay. Take note of that. But you keep going. Why? Because this is your goal. This is your life. And you're the one who's going to have to deal with it. So if you have no one at all, social media is a great place to find groups for like weight loss and almost anything that you want to get involved in. And some type of support group. Sometimes a stranger could be your biggest supporter. And be your own support. Be your own cheerleader. Talk to yourself in the mirror. Tell yourself, I can do this. You tired? Acknowledge that you're tired. But tell yourself, I'm tired and I'm going to rest. But I'm going to get back up and I'm going to continue to do this. So while you doing that, we're going to let that marinate. And I'll be right back with the Chilove Radio Show on Pop Radio Worldwide, iHeartRadio, and Spotify Premium. You can catch me on Facebook at Melanie Hogan or Melanie Hogan 7 on Instagram and LinkedIn and so forth. But I'll be right back.
She my girl, she my rider. She that's a pole for survival. She's my pimp and I'm a Michael. Let it go like a rifle, ride it like a psycho, play it like a vinyl, praise me like an idol, never ever spiteful, always, always vital. She knows that I'm psycho, very homicidal, baby so sexy, you know she's my rider. She be on her back.
Hey love, welcome back to the Chilove Radio Show, Pop Radio Worldwide, iHeartRadio, and Spotify Premium. We're talking about looking at the man, looking at the woman in the mirror. We're talking about improving our quality of life. We're using weight loss as an example since it is a common New Year resolution. And I'm telling y'all how to go step by step to put a plan together, because a lot of times we kind of know what we want to do, but we have no idea on where to begin. So this is like a simplified form of a care plan that you can put together. We can maybe get together on a workshop or something, and or some one-on-one and do a specified, which is very much more detailed. But right now I just want to give you something to start off with if you have nothing at all. So okay, we're talking about losing weight. We have made the sound decision. We have made the necessary appointments. We've contacted our positive support network. We're motivating ourselves. We said we will. All right. So we writing everything down. It's good to keep a log of your journey, or even a video blog for yourself, just to see how far you come once you reach your goal. And then you never know how your journey can inspire and help somebody else. Because everybody has, a particular story. And yours may seem unique because you don't really know too many people around you who's going through it, but you don't know who coming behind you, who gonna need to know how you moved to get to where you at.
That's hard.
So, while we're writing stuff down, I want us to start to have little mini celebrations. Little mini celebrations, even if you write in your seat a little bit. And you put on a little music and just do it. Tell yourself, I'm proud of you. We work, almost to the grave, baby. Not that balance of congratulating ourselves. We'll tear ourselves down so fast. But how often are we saying, you know what? I'm proud of you. You know what? I gave my all today. I'm going to learn from the mistakes that I've made, and I'm going to continue to do better. That's important. That self-talk is important. But I'm going to tell you this, don't lie to yourself. Don't lie to yourself. If you know you need some improvements in certain things, keep it 100. So, now we're checking off the information. We're having a little mini celebration and so forth. Don't celebrate too hard because you still have work to do. So now you have to rid yourself. Hey, Queen Deborah. Now you have to rid your fridge and your cabinets of all the junk and unhealthy food. You cannot say that you want to lose however many pounds that you want to lose, and you have your temptations sitting right in your face. You're going to have to rid yourself of that. You're going to have to break your bond with what is unhealthy in your life. And you're going to have to replace it with the healthy stuff. And you can do it step by step. You know, cold turkey sometimes is, you know, too much for a person. Sometimes they got one bite at a time. It's okay. So, you know, subtract this part. You still got that other stuff. Subtract this one. Add this part in. You know, acknowledge that. Like, okay. And you just keep growing and building up to it. You're not on anybody. You give yourself the deadline. You're not on anybody else's timeline for improving yourself. So sometimes it might take, you know, no time at all. And sometimes it might really take a minute. But it's okay. As long as you keep applying the knowledge, something has to change. So, okay, you're replacing the foods with healthier choices. And a lot of times people do that, and inside their homes, they have all the healthy foods, but then they get to work, and they get, hey, Natalie, they get to work, they go out with their friends, and you have all this delicious smelling, you know, oh my God, it'd be good. You know, they know what they're doing when they want you to come out and spend your money. But you know what your goal is. And you know what plans you have set for yourself. So get like some on-the-go snacks. Get creative and start to put some things together and keep it like in a container or something so that when you're out and those cravings do arise, you have your healthier foods to replace. So that you're not feeling guilty later on or upset at yourself because you were out, you know, an excuse to be, I was so hungry I had to eat something. But if you prepare for it, you know, that'll make your day go a little smoother.
Your girl right here, Andrea Slovic, says the things you speak about from Instagram, okay? One of the pop radio, we love everybody. Number one, that's rocking with the pop, Instagram, YouTube, all that.
It's all love.
Shout love. They say the things you speak about are so inspiring and facts. Okay.
Oh,
you want to say something to Andrea back?
Thank you, pretty girl. See, that's something a pretty girl say. I haven't even, you know, seen your picture.
I did a photo shoot on Andrea. Hold on, there you go. Say it again. I did a photo shoot on Andrea the other day, but she is a pretty girl. So.
Okay.
But did you hear what she said? Say it again.
I said, thank you, pretty girl. I said, that's something that a pretty girl would say, and I haven't even seen your picture.
Okay.
It's all love. So, okay, so, you know, like I said, give yourself deadlines. Build up a consistency. Start to discipline yourself. A lot of times we lack self-discipline. Even on them little memes, I be seeing girls talking about she need her man to be able to keep her in check. Like, you can't keep yourself in check. Are you not to govern yourself? And then, you know, y'all have this type of idea out here, and when men feeling like they gotta keep every female in check, they gonna come run across a female that's gonna say, we gonna talk and communicate on a respectful level because I have an internal locus of control and I check myself, you understand? So we all start to govern ourselves, you know, with some little discipline. We can get it together.
We need to have a battle of the sexes show one day. We gonna have a dope show to do that.
Yes, we will. But you know what? We're gonna get to understand it.
Yeah, we definitely is. But I'm sure it'll be dope and deep.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Well, no, let me announce that. Me and y'all coming soon, you hear me? Prince of Pain and the Queen right here. We're gonna talk about a battle of the sexes show.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
So, okay, I was talking about earlier about triggers and stuff, right? So food is used a lot of times as a comfort food. So if it is a comfort food, you have to recognize your stress triggers. What is it that is making you, you know, turn to this food? What is happening in your life that you need to turn to the food in an excessive way that you turn into it? And in that case, you need to point this out and address it. Because like I said, if you don't address it, it's no point in doing the dieting. Because the stresses and stuff are still there. You're going to keep relapsing. And in that case, you might have to seek outside help. With the professionals, or you can always come to the Chilove radio show and we can learn how to go on here and put this together, you know, all in love. And again, we're going to let that marinate because I know we've been doing a whole lot of talking.
Give them the, you got the numbers for the self-help numbers?
Yeah, I got that.
Why don't you give it to them real quick before we go to break? We still got, you got 8 minutes. We still got 2 minutes.
So we're going to give you all.
I'm sorry, we're at 9. We got 1 minute. Yeah, you could give them the little numbers. So some shout outs to everybody.
Again, the suicide prevention number, 1-888-628-9454. Your life matters. I don't care who's telling you that it's not. It does. We all have a purpose here.
Hell yeah.
As far as therapy for black girls, because you know it's taboo. So we have Shamir L. Harrington. She's a pretty girl. She's a black girl. You can contact her on LinkedIn or Facebook. She's a licensed social worker. A nutritionalist with nutritional counseling, since we're talking about weight loss. 1312-834-4406. And since we're talking about weight loss and you might need, extra clothing or whatever as you're going through it, the Chilove Pantry at ChiloveChicago@gmail.com. In a gym, Planet Fitness at www.planetfitness.com. So in the meantime, in between time, I'm going to let all that just sit on down. Hey, Perdue Hunter. Let it all just marinate just a little bit longer. Thank you all for accompanying me today at the Chilove Radio Show, Pop Radio Worldwide, iHeartRadio, Spotify. I'll be right back. Hey, Promise. Hey, everybody.
So on this segment,
sometimes I wonder how I keep from going under. In the morning I pray to God, at the night I pray to the bird of thunder. Conversations with my creator. Tell him take me to the top floor, but stuck on this elevator. Oh, the days of my life plus a wake. I can't breathe like I'm in the gas chamber. Your closest neighbor, that do your danger. Run your name through the mud like a wrangler, cause they can't hit your angle. Parking lot spot, quick to hit to save it. That's why I roll.
Hey, welcome back to the Chilove Radio Show, Pop Radio Worldwide, iHeartRadio, and Spotify Premium. It's 2020 and we're talking about taking the mask off. We're going to go step by step through the points that were pointed out last week. Check that segment out as well. And we're using weight loss as the example because that's one of the most common New Year's resolutions. But I'm teaching you how to put together a care plan for yourself. A lot of times we have the wants, we have the desire to want to do something, but we have no idea as far as what is even the first step to take. Okay, so we were talking about comfort foods and if you are eating excessively due to stress. Due to stress. And if so, hey Kanisha and Bowen. If so, you need to have that addressed. We need to get to the bottom of it because it's going against your goal, which is to lose weight. But if you have the stressors around, even though you could be doing the other steps, if those triggers are still around, you're going to regress. You're going to continue to relapse. That type of stuff adds to anxiety and depression. It's like a hamster just running on a wheel. You ain't going nowhere. So you're working on your inside and your outside at the same time, which is good. And certain things may require that you seek help outside of yourself. I know especially we in the urban community, the black community, the young guys community as I like to call it. We are told not to get therapy, you're crazy, Jesus, or whatever, we get ridiculed for that type of stuff. But this is your life, and it is up to you to save your life. Because I tell you this, once you run over that cliff, them same people who was clowning you for the idea of going to therapy, they gonna be like, man, fo, he should have went to therapy. The same ones who was clowning you for the idea of going. So you make up your mind, you know what you need in your little life. And you surround yourself with people who going to support you and who do have your best interest in mind. So, okay. We are, and that part is very important, you know. So, while we're doing this and we're keeping track, hey Adonis, hey John Trey, we're keeping track of our steps. Another good idea is to set alarms in your phone. Because you get so wrapped up and you do have to recondition yourself to these habits. So you can make little short alarms in your phone throughout the day to make sure you're on track with yourself. Also keep track of your progress, preferably in print or video. Like I say, you can refer back to this as a reminder to yourself of the progress that you made, because sometimes you have stuck moments. You move in and you get in that motion and then you stuck. You can have little stuck moments and you feel like, you want to move forward and you forget about the steps that you have taken to get to that point. So sometimes you can refer back to your journal, refer back to your blog, and use that as inspiration for yourself to remind yourself that you have taken steps and that this too shall pass, whatever it is. And also, like I said, you can use your journey to help someone else. It's always good if, I never understood people be like, did nobody help me? I ain't gonna help nobody. Well, how did that make you feel when nobody helped you? Look like you still bitter about it. So you gonna continue to pass that type of energy on because somebody did it to you? That is like, no, that's counterproductive. We gotta heal. Hurt people don't have to hurt people. My misery don't like company. So we gotta get out of that mindset that we have to spread this because we just so, and it's bottled, and it's bottled up and it's pouring out of you and you don't even realize it. A lot of times. You just like you realize it, but you don't realize it, But we're going to go ahead and get better and do better. So we keep progress. Keep your positive support network updated. Let them know what is going on with you honestly. These should be people that you don't have to front for. You should be able to say, I did good today. I was on point with everything. You should be able to say, I miss my cheeseburgers. I'm struggling with this, and not get ridiculed. Just get you have to just, hey, Oliver. So you have to just, be able to be yourself around these people. And these people should be able to accept you for who you are. You don't always have to mirror each other, in order to be friends, but you can respect each other and just be there even if you don't understand exactly what they're going through. And, try to keep them on a good foot. And, if that has never been an issue of yours, you can still be empathetic because you see how this is impacting the person that you say that you love or you mess with like that. That's your friend. So, we all, you know better, you do better. Sooner or later it sinks in, hopefully. A motivational tip for losing weight: buy yourself something in the size of the weight of your goal. Like, I don't know, you want to go to size 12 or 7, I don't know, whatever. Buy something in that particular size. Take a picture of it, keep it in your phone, keep it in your room somewhere to where you can see it and, help keep yourself motivated and talk to that after like, girl, I'm going to wear you and we going to look good together. Keep it going. Find little creative ways to motivate yourself, to reward yourself as you're taking these steps. Keep up with your deadlines. Even if you have not completed the goal by that time, still check in at that time and evaluate and assess the situation and see what can stay and what things need to be changed. Because as I said, you're discovering what works best for you. And in that, sometimes you have to add things on and take things out. And that's okay. So ask yourself, what is needed to get there? Just make the necessary changes and continue to apply the knowledge. Hey, Nietzsche. Hey, Martin. If you have a plan of maintenance, especially with weight loss, a lot of times you have that plan to lose the weight, but you didn't think about like how you're going to continue to keep the weight off once you've lost it. So have a plan of maintenance after the fact. Once I reach my goal, how am I going to maintain myself at this weight? And again, utilize the resources that you have, your support groups and everybody to help to keep you on track. Decide for yourself that you want to keep yourself on track. Anything can happen with these people, And everybody has their own things going on in one form or another. So you don't want to put that type of responsibility off on somebody else for your goal. So, okay, we are here with that. You got your plan of maintenance. This ideally should become a part of your lifestyle. If it's not really becoming your diet, your new diet and everything, it's not becoming a part of your lifestyle, this new way of thinking about yourself is not becoming a part of your lifestyle, the chances of you relapsing and regressing are quite high. You must recondition yourself to become, whatever it is that you're trying to become. To where it's natural. You can have, and that's when you're gonna know, like when you really started to pass your test. When, what type of donuts do I like? I love Bohemian cream donuts. Those are my hey, Geronimo. Those are my favorites. So if I was trying to lose weight and I have reconditioned myself and I'm doing good, and then all of a sudden I'm at my sister's house or something and she has my favorite donuts, that's a test for me now. Because I could be like, well, I did slim down and technically I got room for, just one donut. But how many times is it really just one donut? So, you have to decide, and that's like a little test for you right there. And it's okay if you indulge sometimes too. But you have to have that self-control, and I really feel like you should make your new lifestyle, make sure that's consistent first before you start to really re-indulging and stuff, or having a little treat, as we like to call it. So, okay. Yeah, have a little cheat day. So, okay, after you have completed your goal and you yay, everybody I'm proud of you, girl, you're looking good. Go back and reread your result expectancy. How did you expect to feel once you accomplished this goal? What was going to be the effect on your life, long term and short term, once you reach this goal? What changes were you expecting to see? Reread that and then see if it's lining up. Okay? So, y'all know y'all can do anything. I believe in you. Things take time. We have to learn some things. We got to relearn some stuff, but it's definitely possible. We got the power. I'm proud of you for even making a goal. Okay? So I want you all to meet me here next Monday at the Chilove Radio Show on Pop Radio Worldwide. Prince of Pain putting people on iHeartRadio, Spotify Premium. And we're going to continue to walk this out together. Together, unity. It's all love and shy love. See you all next week. Hugs, love. Remember to check me out on Facebook, Melanie Hogan, ShyLoveChicago@gmail.com, YouTube, Spotify Premium, Pop Radio Worldwide. Check it all out. It's all linked in. Love y'all.
You hot, fucking with no cop, nigga, use a op. Bang! Ain't you heard of pop? Did a lot. See vodka pain, don't get shot. Sometimes I wonder how I keep from going under. How I made it out the trenches, how I made it out the gutter. Do it for the block, keeping out shit locked. And who need a gimmick when your shit is hot?
Hey love, thank you for tuning in to the Shy Love Radio Show, Pop Radio Worldwide. Prince of Pain putting people on iHeartRadio and Spotify Premium. Mask Off is 2020, and we were talking about looking at the man, looking at the woman in the mirror, and creating our own personalized care plan so that we can improve our own quality of life. So you can check me out Mondays from 7 to 8. Melanie Hogan on Facebook, ShyLoveChicago@gmail.com. We're doing businesses of the week and mentors of the week. So if you have any recommendations, hit me up in my Gmail or on Facebook or Instagram under Melanie Hogan 7, MELANIE HOGAN 7. I want you all to be safe. It's all love and shy love, and I'll see you all next week.
Feeling so immortally, never fold, make them bleed. Worldly, I had to seize the cards that was dealt to me. Prophecies of a G, hip hop ain't that too deep. Poetry and loyalty, all about the family.